Hello everybody, this is Linda Claydon at Maysland Holistic, and this is one of my first videos that I've made, and I thought in this present time at the moment it would be maybe a good idea to talk about fear, anxiety and worrying about our loved ones with the present situation. First of all, I'd like to thank massive thank you to the NHS and the key workers that are working so hard to keep us safe and working tirelessly as well. I just can't thank them enough. I think that's brilliant. But I just really wanted to talk to you today about Dr. Batch and his amazing flower remedies and how they can help you. And the talk tonight is about anxiety, fear, worry, and worrying about our loved ones, which most of us are doing at the moment, being self-isolated. Some are lucky enough to be with their families and some are not. And I know I have my fears with my family, but as I say, we're having really, really weird times at the moment. And the COVID-19, well, what can I say? Is just putting out massive fear and anxiety to everybody. So I just wanted to talk about really how the flower essences help an emotion, not a physical thing, it's an emotional thing. And they work on each 38 different flower remedy works on different emotions, and sometimes they interlink as well and overlap and help each other. So you can stack the remedies up. You can have from 1 to 7 remedies in one treatment bottle, and really they're amazing. I have been using them for about 12 years, and I used to do it for free for my clients, and I just found them absolutely invaluable. Really, they've got me through many a time, and problems, bereavement, fear. I'm very claustrophobic. I'm worried about crowds. I'm quite an anxiety case as well, and it really is something that I couldn't do without, to be honest. And then I was lucky enough 2.5 years ago to become a practitioner with the lovely Tara Jones, and I thank you, Tara. And as I say, I now am a practitioner. So I thought I would just share something that you can do for yourselves at home. Everything I'm talking about you can get on Amazon. I have checked it. They range from around about £5 to £7 for one bottle. And you can easily do this at home. And I just would like you to take what you feel is beneficial for you tonight, really, because not everybody is going to be in the same fear category. Some are going to be right up there, and some are going to be, down here, not too bad, and some will be in the middle. So just take what you feel is going to be helping you. So let me just tell you what's happening with stress at the moment with your body. Being a reflexologist, I would love to be able to get my hands on people at the moment because the stress levels are very high, and the reflexology just brings you down. It's so relaxing. But what happens is we're talking about high levels of stress at the moment, and what that happens is your fight and flight will be so up there that your cortisol levels, your stress hormone, is going to be so high, and it's going to keep you in this fight and flight. Now, what happens with your body is that your immune system depletes. It damages it. And what are we needing at the moment? We are needing a really strong immune system, taking plenty of vitamin C, zinc, something suggested quinine, high levels of things that are going to keep your immune system healthy, and that's healthy foods, you know, you are what you eat, really. So you are needing to have your immune system really strong. So stress isn't going to help. Stress is just going to really decrease your immune system, which isn't going to help you. So I just thought I would give you some little ideas of what you can do to help yourself and your families. These remedies can be given to children, old people, even your animals. They can take it as well. So I just want you to just listen and take on board what you feel may help you. So you can, so I've got my prompt thing on the back there, so I keep looking up. So first of all, you've got Rescue Remedy, and you can get that over the counter. You can get it in Boots, Amazon, eBay. Sometimes supermarkets have got pharmacies, and, you know, Holland and Barrett, and it will come in a bottle similar to this, but it'll have Rescue Remedy on it, and you can take that. Now, you can take that straight into the mouth, 2 drops straight in the mouth when you're feeling anxious, or you can put it in some water. But I'm going to go and talk about that later on, how you administer them. But the Rescue Remedy is an over the counter ready-made mix, and it is for nerves, worry, everything can go into that bottle. But I've picked 4 specific remedies that are especially for fear and anxiety and concern about loved ones tonight. So you could just stick to those 4. It's a little bit more expensive, but the bottles last a long time. So you could make mixes up for your family, your friends, you know, leave it on the doorstep or something to help your mum and your dad. Put the remedies on the doorstep for them. So I'm going to talk first about cherry plum. And I'm just going to read my notes here because I don't want to get it wrong. So cherry plum is all about fear of losing control. And I think that happens a lot to us at the moment, especially in the beginning of this lock-in. And now we've been told we've got to do another 3 weeks, and how long are we going to be doing it after that? So cherry plum is all about desperation, obsession behaviour, OCD. Well, yes, I've been cleaning like crazy, decorating, anything to keep my mind from worrying about what's going on, really. So the more busy I am, the more feel-good hormones are pumping through my body. So yes, I think a lot of people are going to get OCD with washing your hands, making sure you've washed everything in the house. There is going to be a bit of OCD come into this. It will do, because you're being told to do it over and over again. So cherry plum's all about this. Fear of insanity, being locked up, especially those poor people that you're in flats. I'm so lucky, I'm in a beautiful place, and I have my lovely cabin to come in and sit in here, my therapy room. Suicidal thoughts. I'm sure that there's people out there that are feeling so low and so frightened, thinking, what the heck is happening here? And nervous breakdowns. I think people cooped up in a flat with lots of little children, and maybe with partners that you don't get on with, and you know, all these different factors, and you're being forced to be in a situation that isn't normal. You're locked in with maybe someone you don't get on with. You know, it may happen. So cherry plum is very good for these sort of feelings, these sort of emotions. Now, rock rose is one of my must-haves in my cupboard. Before I became a therapist and got my whole 38, I had rock rose. And rock rose is for sheer panic. Rock rose is for hysteria, hyperventilation, feeling so afraid that it makes you ill. You know, when your stomach's churning, you feel sick, you want to be sick. And it's when you just can't cope, you're so frightened. So rock rose is an amazing first aid remedy to have in your cupboard, because you can put 2 drops straight on your tongue, and it helps to calm you down. Now, you do need to take, if you're obviously now, we know what's going on and you know what you're worried about. You know you're worried about your parents, your children and all this sort of thing. But if you are really scared about doing something, you would start taking this about 2 or 3 days before the event, and that helps you to cope. And trust me, I've done it many a time and it's really helped me in situations. So rock rose, mimulus. Now mimulus is for the fear that you know about. So there's another one called aspen, but we're not going to bring that in today. We're going to just concentrate on mimulus. Mimulus is a fear that you know about. You know you're frightened. Maybe you don't want to go shopping. Maybe you don't want to go out. You've got your gloves on, you've got your mask on, and you're still feeling really, really anxious about going out. And so mimulus is you're not panicking like the rock rose, but you are feeling fearful. So mimulus will help the fear, and it will help you to be able to get on with your everyday tasks. Maybe having to go shopping, maybe having to go out, but it will help you. Okay, and it makes you feel a lot more calmer, a lot better. So mimulus is for the claustrophobia, the crowds, the fear of, at the moment we're talking about COVID-19, the fear of going out, and maybe fearful of what's happening with your loved ones and you can't do anything about it. So mimulus, really, really helpful at the moment. Bear with me. Red chestnut, another one of the fear. Now red chestnut is what I was just saying. There's this fear of your family, fear of your loved ones. Maybe you've had to be split up. You can't see them, can't touch them, can't hug them. You know, like I'm really missing my family. I'm missing my grandchildren. I'm missing my boys and my girls, and you know, I'm missing the physical side. It's lovely. We are lucky. We've got all these amazing things that I'm doing tonight. It's brilliant, and people are adapting to this. You know, TV and everything is brilliant. But red chestnut is fear for loved ones. Imagining the worst. You're laying in bed thinking, how are they? Are they, you know, if they go out, are they going to get it? You know, all these scenarios are going through your head and you're getting yourself in a bit of a state. But it hasn't happened. It's all in here. And this is the problem. Your mind is quite clever. It will set up little pictures, feelings. It will make your body react to something that hasn't even happened. You know, you'll be thinking the worst about your family. Oh God, if they go out, are they going to get it? Are they safe? Now, they're probably perfectly safe where they are. But in your mind, you are starting to get this anxiety going about what you think may be happening. And then your body is going to react to that as if it's already happened. So what happens? Your cortisol level comes up. Your fight and flight comes up. Your anxiety comes up. And you won't be able to cope, and your immune system is going to just plummet. So be very careful what you think about. What you think about, you bring about. So be very careful. So the red chestnut is, again, anticipating something may happen. Fear of losing someone. Well, that is terrible at the moment. You know, the losses, I cannot, well, my heart goes out to anyone that's lost somebody at the moment. I truly, truly, hand on heart, don't know how you're coping. Worry over troubles of others. You know, your neighbours, you've probably got an elderly person down the road, or your friends on her own. I've got some friends that are self-isolating. I worry about them. So you're going to be constantly worrying about that. So red chestnut helps with that. And so red chestnut's a great one to put in with the mimulus, you know. And the rock rose, if you feel really, really anxious. The rock rose you would only use maybe as an add-in for the first few days. You don't need to take rock rose indefinitely. It's too potent, it's too strong. So the rock rose will help calm you down, but you can put rock rose with the mimulus and the red chestnut. So and the cherry plum, of course. Sorry, I lost my thread then. And the cherry plum. So you've got mimulus, cherry plum, and red chestnut would be a really good mix at the moment to help calm down the nerves. Rock rose in the beginning, or if you're going to go out, add it in. So you could tip a bit in. I'm going to go through this in a minute. Tip it in a glass, put a bit of rock rose in, but don't put the rock rose into the mix with the other remedies that I've mentioned. Okay, so how do you take it? You can have a glass, fill that up with bottled water if you can. Tap water's a little bit not too good really, and then you put 2 drops of each remedy in there. Okay, and then you would sip it 4 times a day, so that would last you a little while. You know, you could just sip it 4 times a day. Obviously I would be giving anybody one of these bottles, and it has a pipette in it, and you just put 2 drops straight on the tongue. It's a proper way of doing it. Out of desperation, if I haven't got enough bottles, and I know some of you, it's not right, I know, I have put it in a plastic bottle. It's not as good, I have to say, glass is better, but you could put 2 drops of each in this bottle. This is your remedy bottle, not your drinking bottle, and you just sip 4 times a day. Okay, you know, if you wanted to do something for your family, for instance, get some of these from, I'll get these from Aldi, and you could leave it on the doorstep for them and tell them, put a sticker on it and say sip it 4 times a day. It will help you with your nerves and your anxiety. The remedies come in little bottles like this. This has come out of my kit. These are flower essences, not necessarily Dr. Batch, but they're the same. So don't worry if it doesn't say Dr. Batch on, as long as it says flower essences. So that's how you would take them, and you know, it's as simple as that. Now they're not going to go like you're going to drink it and all of a sudden, oh, you're all fine and hunky-dory. It doesn't quite happen like that. It's very subtle. So what you'll find is you may not have so many thoughts. You might think, oh, hang on a minute, I didn't think so much about my parents yesterday, or I wasn't so worried yesterday, or you know, it'll be like that, and you'll just realise that the fear isn't quite as bad as it was. But don't stop taking them. Just keep taking them at the moment, because this is massive at the moment, and we're being kept in fear for whatever reason, and it's not good for us at all. So as I say, all of those remedies, that's why I've done a video, so you can play it back, write down the remedies. They're all on Amazon. You can get them, or go and get Rescue Remedy. That will help amazingly well, especially with bereavement, because it's got Star Bethlehem in it. So that will help you as well. But these are really, really good. The ones that I've given you are really good to help with this situation at the moment. So that's your self-help talk tonight. Obviously I am a consultant, and if you was going to come to me, whenever that way may be, I don't know when that is going to be, I would do a therapy session with you personally, and it would be tailored to what is going on with you, how you're feeling. Because I'm intuitive, I get sent different remedies that I feel will be good for you. You get to choose cards out of the flower pack here. These are the 38 remedies, and I get you to choose 3 of these. And then I dowse with my lovely faithful pendulum what is going to be correct for you, and it's never wrong, I have to say. And once we've devised what therapy, what remedy is going to be good for you, then I make it in this bottle with a little bit of brandy, a bit of water, and you would take it with the pipette 4 times a day, and that would probably last you about 4 weeks. After that, I'll get you on the couch and we do healing. and I do Reiki angelic healing, and I help get the angels to help with the problem, and hopefully you leave here feeling much more better than when you came in. So that's what I do as a consultant. That's what I would do as a therapy session for a flower remedy. So I hope this has been useful to you, and I hope that it's helped you. And it's gone on a bit longer than I thought, but I'm going to do a few little talks, and my next talk is going to be how to use a pendulum. Now, many of you probably do know how to do it, and we can have a bit of fun maybe. I'm building up to do a live. Not sure yet when that will be, but I'll see. But I've been using a pendulum for about 20 years now. So I'll just show you how to use a pendulum. I mean, you don't have to have something like this. You can have a necklace. It does it with this. You know, don't have to have that. But how you can do some amazing things with this. So that will be my next talk, pendulum and dowsing. But I thank you for listening to me, and I want you to stay at home and be safe, and start to work on yourselves. Do things that are positive to you. Be blessed for what we've got, however small or big. I thank every day. I thank them upstairs every day for what I've got. I'm so lucky to be here. And you've got to find something good in everything that you do every day. It lifts the energy. It will make you feel better. So big hugs to you all. Thank you for listening to me, Linda Claydon at Mazeland Holistic. And I'll see you next time with the dowsing and the pendulum work. Bye.